Stream Elements said Ye Old Nerdcast is now live. Streaming games demos, Mystery Game Roulette Part 2. Random Steam keys for random games, these are supposed to be good.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the Nerdcast. It is Devin, broadcasting as always live from an undisclosed location in the center of Texas on a pretty chill Friday evening. How's everybody doing out there? Oh man, I'm doing okay, I suppose. Another day like all the others, I guess. Oh man, they really do start to blur together. But I got some stuff done today. I was a little productive. My lawnmower broke. So I needed to mow. Like, there's this patch of grass in my backyard that is like 3 feet tall. So I needed to mow it. I needed to cut it down. And what I ended up doing was I went to my parents and I borrowed like an extension cord because I have a weed eater, but I don't have an extension cord for it. So I got that, and I just sat back there going over that particular part of the yard. It took a little while. I mean, it was pretty thick, but I got it under control. And then somebody delivered somebody else's package to me that belongs to a neighbor, but I didn't know where. So like, I understand the mix-up. There was like a 1-digit mix-up on the address. But I didn't know where this house was on the street, and this package was huge and heavy. So I was like, well, if it's not too far, maybe I can just walk it down there. And of course, I walked down the street looking for this number, and it's at the very farthest end. So I was like, all right, well, I'm not gonna walk it down there, but I'll load it in my car, I'll drive it down there, and I'll just deliver it myself. So I did that. I did a good neighbor thing. I did a good housekeeping, productivity thing, and then it was back to just sitting in in my jobless despair. Which, I mean, I guess that's my job now. That's my day-to-day job. I clock in and then just sit around feeling sorry for myself. Oh yeah, Civ 7 is out. People are excited about it. I think Lulu messaged me earlier saying that it released early. I don't know if it was early or not. I guess it is because oh, it's advanced access. That's what it is.
Street Corner Becky just redeemed What's Up Jerks.
Yo, what's up, Vince? Welcome back to the stream. How are you doing? Okay, I see it's advanced access. So this is also fucking insane, though. Like, you spend $100 and you could play it 1 week early, as opposed to the $70. That's fucking crazy. A $30 markup just to, like, play it a couple days early? Like, that's pretty out of control. The Founders Edition Advanced Access is $130. We're getting regular $100 games, whether you like it or not. I know that there are a lot of YouTube think pieces out there about, you know, $100 video games, and whether it's coming or not, or whether it's necessary, etc., etc. Regardless of your stance on that, it's coming.
Wisp asks, how's it going, guys?
Yeah, what's up, Wisp? Welcome back to the stream. How are you doing tonight? Yeah, 2K is also having a, I guess, an anniversary sale? Or something. They're celebrating some kind of a... Maybe it's not a sale. It's just a 2K anniversary, but nothing's on sale. So, well, some stuff's on sale, I guess. Borderlands. Is this the Borderlands Game of the Year edition? 46% off. Oh my god.
Wisp said we're on the verge of a video game crash. $100 games would only hasten that.
Borderlands 2 is normally $86. No, wait, this is the Pandora collection. This is the collection. Okay, it's a collection. That's $86. 2K25 is 67% off right now. Midnight Suns. I always forget that I have this game. 80% off. Wait, what? What? $100? Why? Why is Midnight Sun $100? What kind of Legendary Edition. What's in Legendary Edition? I don't know what's in Legendary Edition, but I can almost guarantee you it's not worth $100. Good lord. Risk of Rain 2, Mafia 2, or the Mafia Trilogy rather, for $14.93. I mean, 60. They're still. I mean, I don't know how long these games usually are on sale, but it's 77% off now, which means it's normally $65 for the Mafia trilogy, which probably is a deal for 3 of those games, but even still. BioShock Collection. All right. Everything that you would expect from Take-Two that isn't GTA 6 or GTA 5 rather. Project Ethos.
Arachnid Soul said I won't pay more than maybe $50 for a game.
Yo, what's up, Arachnid? How you doing? Welcome back. 90% off The Darkness 2 for $3. Just what they should charge. I don't know who's paying $30 for The Darkness 2.
Arachnid Soul said I think I've only ever spent $60 on 1, maybe 2 games in my entire life.
I probably have done that like 3 times, maybe 4. I know I did it for Cyberpunk when that came out, so that's one of them.
Street Corner Becky said I thought $60 was okay. I grew up with console games being close to that 30 years ago.
I didn't even pay for that 30 years ago. But console games, like, they varied in price.
Said I did it with Baldur's Gate because I knew I had no choice.
Like, console games way back in the day, they varied in price on release a lot more. Especially once Sony started doing, like...
Arachnid Soul said yeah, but years ago how many games did you buy a year? Most games I played then I rented.
Oh, I bought Starfield brand new too, so that's 2 at least. I used to get a lot of Game of the Year editions and stuff back when Sony did those, and those were always like $20. But then there are also just a lot of third-party games that...
Those were also physical games that had to be made, shipped, and stored, unlike the digital games we have now.
Helldivers 2, how much was that when that came out? Was that 60? No, it's 40. I guess I paid $40 for that one.
Arachnid Soul said Helldivers 2 was $40 at launch.
Yeah. Yeah, so far I've got 3 under my belt.
Arachnid Soul said which is what a top-tier game should cost. Arachnid Soul said that should be the top-level price.
I think I would be okay with a $50 game if there was like a really good reason why that game was $50. Like if it was just like legitimately
based on what for $40.
Like if it was like legitimately a new experience, something that hadn't been done before, that nothing else out there looked or played like it, and it offered like at least 100 hours of playable game time. Like something like that, I'd be like, okay, $50 is fine.
Arachnid Soul said I think $40 is a good amount for the game makers to get paid, and at the same time it's not too much to the consumer.
I mean, that depends on a few things, but generally speaking, for a AAA game, you might be right. Profit sharing isn't really a thing that happens in the game industry, so I don't really know what percentage of sales that executives hold on to.
People would still whine and moan if it was $40.
Yeah, but at least it would be $40. I'd rather whine and moan at $40 than whine and moan at $70.
$50 or $55 if I knew the devs had a union and were paid well.
Yeah. Well, just giving my game list a quick once over. It looks like those three were the only three $60 games I've spent money on, at least on Steam. I haven't spent any money on the Epic Game Store.
Arachnid Soul said when it's just extra money going to a select few people at the top or a massive corporation, why pay $60?
I mean, they'll always pass it off as like, it's just the cost of developing
Street
massive
Corner Becky
games.
said, I think,
Like-
and this isn't directed toward anybody here, but I think free-to-play games have kind of given some gamers, especially on PC, delusions about gaming prices.
I don't think free-to-play.
$60 so the few at the top can keep the money and then lay off the game makers.
I don't think free-to-play has anything to do with that, honestly. What it is it's just everything's fucking expensive. Like, it's not just games, like, going to the movies is expensive, eating out at a restaurant's expensive, you know, everything's expensive.
Arachnid Soul said even before the
So,
free-to-play time, I thought $60 was too much for a game back in 2012.
You know, you try to keep up with, you know, whatever new TV show is coming out, and you gotta buy Disney Plus, or you gotta buy Netflix, you gotta buy Hulu, you gotta buy fucking this service or that service, HBO Max or Shudder, or, you know, it's just a lot of money that people spend on, you know, just trying to, you know, distract themselves from the fact that they're grinding their lives away at a job that doesn't pay them that much. That doesn't pay them what it should, at least. So I think it's normal and expected that at a certain point, people will start to be a little bit more. And I think, and personally, I don't think consumers are militant enough about this sort of thing, because the service is going down too.
Street Corner
The
Becky
costs-
said the idea of those services was also meant to go hand in hand with cutting the cable and satellite cord as well.
Well, what was the value of you know, cable? What did cable give you? I mean, it gave you access to a lot of pre-programmed television and movies, right? Some VOD, depending on, I guess, your service package, but the issue was that cable was super expensive. Because, as most things do, they consolidate into tighter and tighter monopolies that they don't really have a great deal of competition to inspire them to lower their prices or improve their services. So, after a while, cable just got incredibly fucking expensive, and it made sense when Netflix went from CDs to their streaming service. It made sense to be like, well, why am I spending this much money when I can just, you know, get Netflix and whatnot? But the problem is, when that happened, Netflix was basically like a repository for a lot of that stuff. Ironically, you know, it was something of a streaming monopoly itself that allowed all that content to be collated into one service.
Said I have to subscribe to cable for C-SPAN.
But like, once every individual studio started putting out their own streaming service, it completely defeated the purpose. It defeated the purpose, because now you're paying, you know, $20 for Netflix and $15 for this, Hulu, or whatever for that. It ends up costing the same. You're watching ads all the same now, because they all still run ads whether you pay money or not. So like, it all just ends up like, the service always degrades. Like, the service will always degrade, and it's not just games or streaming, it's everything. You know, if you talk to an old head out there, someone over the age of 60, they'll be the first to tell you that flying on an airline nowadays is shit compared to what flying on an airline was like in the 60s or 70s. Like, everything just goes downhill because a profit incentive isn't there for maintaining a high quality when the cost of living increases, especially if, you know, wages don't increase. If you don't have that influx of customers with expendable incomes, then you end up, you know, having to make some decisions as a business on, you know, what can we do to maintain our margins.
Arachnid Soul said M40, and I can tell you flying is now trash even compared to the late 80s.
So, and I don't know if
Arachnid Soul said also the gross way people now dress when they fly.
and that's something that the old heads will tell you too. No, you used to wear a suit and tie when you got on a plane.
Arachnid Soul said men in shorts and people in Crocs.
Well, I mean, planes are just treated like buses now. They're like Greyhound buses in the sky. So I don't begroan anyone that dresses
Soul
comfortably.
Said I still wear a suit if I go on a plane or to a casino.
I don't begrudge anyone that dresses comfortably on these shit flights because, like, those flights are made to be uncomfortable. Like, the seats are smaller, the leg space is narrower, everybody is crammed next to each other. You know, it's just awful.
Becky said people are just dressing comfortably. Nothing wrong with that. Arachnid Soul asks neck pillows as people walk through the airport.
Like, none of that really bothers me. Like, I'm not really bothered by that, honestly. Like, if you're walking on a plane barefooted, that bothers me. Like, if you have body odor, that bothers me. Like, there's some level of hygiene that needs to be maintained if you're flying on a plane, right? Like, I'm not even
408 said I'm aware what I'm aware on a 16-hour flight tight.
Yeah, what's up, Vector? Welcome back to the stream.
I get you street corner Becky, but they look really bad to me. At least cover your legs if I'm sitting next to you and you're a guy. Larry David was right on curb. Street corner Becky said takes forever to get on your flight.
Yeah, I mean, it's just... I think that the degradation in service is reflected upon how people dress for the occasion. You know, like, I think that a guy showing up in, like, shorts and flip-flops and a neck pillow or whatever,
Vector 408 said stop staring at my legs,
or
Soul.
looking
My
slovenly.
eyes are up here, Kappa. Arachnid Soul said lol.
Or somebody looking slovenly. I think that's a reflection of, you know, the service that's being provided to them. Like, I think that if airline service held itself to a better quality, a better standard, I think people would respond to that. You know, like, if you go to, like, oh, I don't even know what a good example of. I guess if you go to, like, a decent steakhouse somewhere, you know, and you look at the clientele, like at Eddie V's or something, you look at the clientele in there. And there's all sorts of people that go to a decent steakhouse.
Said, I don't think the people will dress well no matter how good the service is. They have seen it's acceptable to look horrible, and that's just what airports are now.
But I don't think that's true, because if you go to Eddie V's and see how people are, it's a little different than if you go to, like...
You're not even getting food anymore, lol.
Yo, what's up, Royal? Welcome back to the stream. How are you doing? Like, it's different than if you go to, like, a Waffle House, right? Like, and no heat or shame on Waffle House. I'm not trying to throw Waffle House under the bus, but you know what I mean when I say going to a Waffle House. Like, if you go to a Waffle House and you go to an Eddie V steakhouse, it's different, and it's not exclusively, I guess, because the people at Eddie V's have a little bit more money, because fucking I eat at Eddie V's, you know. Like, I've known a lot of people that don't have money that, you know, will save up or whatever and then go have a night out at Eddie V's.
No food, no pillows, no headset, no snacks, no fight wings pin for your shirt anymore.
Yeah, and I used to like those wings.
Like I'm divided because yes, I think people should look good in public. Arachnid Soul said this was all basic stuff I got on Everflight when I was a kid.
And the thing is, and I'm with you, Royal and Arachnid, on, you know, looking nice for that. Like, I dress up. I don't, like, throw on a suit or tie or anything, but, you know, I dress more comfortably, but...
Up here, Royal said, but also, yes, they don't give you anything.
I'm not super slovenly or anything, but I wear jeans or whatever and a nice shirt, sometimes a jacket.
Corner Becky said, I think what looks good is also subjective. Nobody should be forced to wear a suit and tie on a flight. Arachnid Soul said, and they would give you a blanket on the plane.
Again, the service. I think that people's response to shitty service is, you know, I'm not gonna go out of my way. You know, I'm just gonna be as comfortable as I can be on this terrible flight. Like, that's pretty much what it is. If I've got a long flight ahead of me and I'm being treated like cattle on a Greyhound bus in the sky, then I'm just gonna do what I can to be comfortable. And if that means sweatpants, then so be it.
Said, I'm not saying people should be forced to. I'm just saying a lot of people make the choice to look bad when they fly. I'm fine with it, but I'm just saying I notice it. Arachnid Soul said, and increasingly notice it.
Well, I mean...
Arachnid Soul said, women in bonnets. It's worse every year at the airport.
But I mean... So what do you think that's a reflection of?
Arachnid Soul said, pajama pants. Lol.
Like, because there's also like... I still...
Royal said, God. I was watching an old movie and a character was complaining about someone having an overhead light on and the air hostess offered him a sleeping pill.
Oh boy, I wish that was still the case. Wish that was still an offer. I just don't think, like... I don't think it's... I already said what I said. I think it's just a reflection of the service that's being offered.
Happy Royal said, can you imagine? Lil, right.
I would have taken that sleeping pill. I would have taken it. But I think it's just a reflection of the service that's being offered. And the service that's being offered, you know, you say it's worse and worse every year. You're right, Arachnid, because the service that's being offered is worse and worse every year. You know, people respond to that.
408 said, I could deal with anything else if you could guarantee that I won't get motion sick during my 16 hours.
Well,
Happy
that's a little
Royal
different.
Said society as a whole is more casual and it's sometimes good and sometimes not.
That's true.
Arachnid Soul asks, people also don't know to take headphones with them to use with their phones and tablets on the phone? Arachnid Soul said, it's a mess up there now, lol. Happy Royal said, this makes me personally insane.
Take headphones with them. You mean like if they're watching a movie or something on their phone or their tablet, they just have the audio blasting out of the speaker? That's a little different. That's maybe bordering on being a little special.
They give earbuds out like candy. At least on the flights I've been on. Happy Royal said yes.
That's weird.
Arachnid Soul said, yeah, earbuds or something so they can hear their electronic device.
I've always brought my own headphones, so that's never been... I don't know, that's weird. I've never noticed if anybody else has done that, because I always have my own headphones on, so that's strange. I don't know, like, you can't even hear anything over the sound of the cabin noise. Unless you really blast it.
Arachnid Soul said, OMG, and if you fly Spirit, it's next level bad. Everything.
That's why I would never
Happy
fly
Royal
Spirit.
Said there was someone on one flight and like another passenger had to tell them to put headphones on.
You guys have much worse. What, are you guys all flying Spirit or Frontier or something?
Arachnid Soul said, fly Spirit out of LAX, the most frustrating airport, and see how it goes, lol.
I would prefer not. I would prefer not. I mean, most of the time if I fly, I go Southwest, and that's bad enough. That's bad enough. I think I did American Airlines when I flew to Japan.
Becky said, I usually don't pay attention to other people if I fly.
I try not to, but it's kind of hard not to. You're all crammed in together.
Happy Royal said that was Spirit. It was so turbulent that the flight attendants couldn't get up.
But I mean, Spirit is like the Waffle House of airline services. So again, you kind of have to know what you're going to get
Royal
there.
Said, although the last time I flew Spirit, I flew in the front and it was much better.
I bet you if you guys were flying Air Emirates, you probably wouldn't have these complaints.
Arachnid Soul said, I have a 38-minute flight from here to LA. So if I go there, I fly Spirit since it's like $120 of whatever round trip. I feel like the plane will go down every Spirit trip, but I risk it, lol.
Well, you might not want to risk that in Trump's America here, where planes are falling out of the sky left and right, but 38-minute flight? How long of a drive is that? I don't even know if that's worth going to the airport over.
Street Corner Becky said, I know when William flew from Vegas to San Diego for Comic-Con, he said it was terrible. Street Corner Becky said Spirit. Happy Royal said yeah, it makes me anxious, so I am probably not gonna come this month.
Yeah, that bums me out. That bums me out. I still hope that you do. And I would like to think that flight is still
Arachnid Soul said the Virgin whatever plane is great though. The one with the purple lights in the cabin. I haven't flown with them in years, but it was nice. Happy Royal said if you get the front seats it's fine, but otherwise you're a sardine in a can on Spirit. Vector 408 said you for me who is getting flown out to a 3-day training conference in March.
Sorry, Vector. Godspeed. Where are you getting flown out to? Like what airline? Or I guess, do you know the airline?
Happy Royal asks, I think there's one that's even worse than Spirit these days.
Well, let's see. According to JD Power, these
Vector
are the
408 said it's touching that my supervising teacher is low-key bummed about me being gone for 3 days.
These are how airlines rank as far as service is concerned.
Happy Royal asks, I think Delta owns Spirit now?
I don't think that any of us are flying first or business class, so I'll just leave that aside. Premium economy, Delta Airlines, Alaska. I did fly Alaska. They saved me in San Francisco when American Airlines shit the bed. I ended up getting switched to an Alaska airline flight, and the plane that I was on was actually really nice. I didn't have any problems with Alaska Air.
Spirit plane staff seems fine. I feel for them too. Imagine having a job where you fly all day every day on Spirit planes around the world. Arachnid Soul said those people are more brave to me than cops.
Have any of y'all ever flown on JetBlue? I've always been curious about them, but I've never actually... A friend of mine used to only fly JetBlue. WestJet, United...
Arachnid Soul said JetBlue is really nice.
Maybe it was United.
Arachnid Soul said they were ahead of their time.
For economy, Southwest is the top.
I really like JetBlue.
Yeah, look, Spirit and Frontier at the very bottom. I guess Spirit is better than Frontier.
Street Corner Becky said I've only ever flown on Southwest. Arachnid Soul said one of the better planes, honest, is JetBlue. They have TV screens on the back of the seats before others.
That's what I remember
Happy Royal
about them.
said, although I think they have less perks now.
Everybody, yes, of course they have less perks now.
Stuck with Boeing is holding airlines in the U.S. back emo.
Of course they have less perks now. Everything's getting shittier.
408 said there are a lot better aircraft out there. Arachnid Soul said JetBlue and the Virgin planes were maybe the best planes I've been on.
Vecta, what are you talking? I mean, the only other airline manufacturer I know of is Airbus. But I mean, this is the problem with Boeing being a monopoly in America. You know, what are the better manufacturers out there?
Arachnid Soul said I fly Delta usually if I'm going on a plane though.
I think it was Delta that I flew to Japan. Or American Airlines. I really can't remember.
Street Corner Becky said we used to have McDonnell Douglas S, but they got bought by Boeing years ago, I think. Vector 408 said Embraer is one. Happy Royal said I think it used to be a given that you picked your own seats on JetBlue, but now I think they upcharge you.
That sounds accurate.
I've had to fly to Pittsburgh mostly so JetBlue doesn't go.
One thing I noticed is if you try to buy a ticket...
Soul said how bad must Frontier be if it's lower than Spirit Low?
I've heard it was pretty rough.
If they go to Pittsburgh, they don't go from here.
I remember you buy your ticket and then you still have to pay per seat depending on where the seat is. So if you pick, I guess, algorithmically the worst seat on the plane, which I'm guessing is the middle seat in the middle aisle or whatever, then that would be... Sometimes they wouldn't charge you extra at all. It was oh, you want that seat? No charge. But if you picked one that was an aisle or a seat that was on the emergency exit lane, then they would charge you a lot more. So it used to not be that way. It used to be, oh, you got a ticket, you get on the plane. You know, just pick whatever seat you want and get on the plane. But now they're charging, like, they charge for fucking everything. Like, it's shitty. It sucks. It's no surprise to me that even JetBlue is starting to degrade their service.
Happy Royal asks, I will say that Spirit has semi-recently changed the way the pricing structure is, so last time I bought the big front seat and it included like snacks, a bag, etc., and they used to separately upcharge you for all of that? Arachnid Soul said, I remember that pic of Bernie Sanders on the public plane. I think it was a middle seat maybe.
The world's top 10 airlines. Oh. Can America even compete? Qatar Airways. We're all too poor for this one. Comfort. Fine cuisine. Jesus, man. You're lucky if you can get a Hot Pocket on any of America's airlines. So yeah, we're out of luck on there. Singapore Air, I don't know anything about that. Emirates, I know this is also really fucking fancy. All Nippon Airways, I've heard, was pretty good. It's not, I don't think it's like, I don't know if it's top of the line the way that these guys are, but I've heard that they actually do have good service and stuff. Maybe a little pricey. Cathay Pacific, Japan Airlines, Turkish Airlines, Air France, Swiss International. I'm willing to bet all of these blows ours out of the water, at least as far as comparing it to our domestic service. I'm not going to disable my ad blocker.
Arachnid Soul said, please check this link out.
What's this, Messy Nessie? Let's reminisce over airplanes that had piano bars, cocktail lounges, pubs, and restaurants.
And you see how fun they looked inside.
Oh, these would be like top of the line airlines, though. Like, this is what Emirates looks like. This is what Air Emirates looks like.
Street Corner Becky said, I'm guessing we as a country average more flights a day as well than those. Not saying that's an excuse for bad service.
I don't even know how to... Is it Emirates? Yeah. Look at these people. They got their own beds and shit. I wanted to see if any of them would have a picture of, like... the cocktail lounge. The 1970s was without a doubt the golden age of air travel. It was the era that saw the upper decks of the Boeing 747 turn into a full-scale cocktail lounge and restaurants for first-class flyers. Yes, first-class flyers. How much did a... In the 1970s, domestic, I don't know if this is accurate. It's fucking Google AI, so it can just be pulling shit out of its ass. In the 1970s, a domestic round trip...
I swiped my Pinterest so I could delete my account, and I realized I didn't save at least one of those boards, and now I am a little bummed, haha.
In the 1970s, a domestic trip airline cost around $550, which is equivalent to around $3,500 in today's dollars. Okay. So I guess you could still probably have this experience today, if you're willing to spend $3,500 on a ticket. Let's see, best first class airline.
Street Corner Becky said, gonna be a no from me.
Okay, this is the Emirates first class. It's a Boeing. I mean, you get your own... Oh my god, that looks fucking awesome. Look at that leg room you get, plus your own little station here. It's turns into a bed so you can go to sleep. You have a section for a table and not like a tray that sits directly on top of you. Japan Airlines first class. You get your own little cubicle, basically. Comfortable looking seats. I want to see one with the cocktail lounge, though. Those all are just what the seating looks like. That's just the old one. Oh, that's airport. I don't want it in the fucking airport, man. Yeah, this is what I guess Qatar Airways bar looks like here. It's not too bad. Ain't too shabby. You can get your bartender here. You can just hang out on these little couches and shit. This is the Emirates. This is the Emirates one. Looks a little bit more like a diner, I guess. Virgin Atlantic. I like this motif. It's got a little bit of a mid-century modern sort of retro 60s vibe. Korean Air Celestial Bar. I mean, as far I say, like this is something I'm ever going to be able to take advantage of, as I'm being crammed into the cheapest economy seats possible. But, I mean, this doesn't look as good as the ones we just saw up there. Kanta's Onboard Lounge. I mean, this looks kind of neat. It looks kind of like something that Bond would be chilling in. Etihad's Lobby? I mean, yeah, these things are still around. We're just priced out of ever having to ever see them. You will never see these on any plane you can afford to fly on, basically. And I guess it was the same back then, too. I mean, $500 equaled about $3,000. Although I'm pretty sure the Emirates tickets are significantly more than $3,000.
Street Corner Becky said even if I had money, I don't think I could do it.
You could if you flew a lot for your work. If you lived on planes, you would do anything possible to be put up in this situation. Like, if I was somebody that had to travel a lot for work, I mean, I don't know. If I had to travel, like, at least a few times a month, I would probably have to quit my job if they kept flying me out on fucking Frontier or Spirit or some shit. Jesus, look at this. This is just a normal-ass restaurant. I don't know how we started talking about airplanes. How do we get on this subject? I've got some Steam games to look at here. Oops. I've got some new supposedly, hopefully, some non-shitty, non-hyper racist Steam games to look at.
Street Corner Becky said, I almost clipped your reaction to that game last night, but I chose to forget it happened.
Yeah. I don't even remember what my reaction was other than like complete and total shock.
Happy Royal said, I just took a quiz that was called Design a House and we'll tell you how old you are. Street Corner Becky said, face palm through it all.
A quiz that was Design a House? Well, send me a link to that.
Asks, wait, what happened?
Send me a link to that, Royal. I'm curious about it. Okay, Royal, I bought like a bundle of game keys for Steam. Little product codes for Steam, but they're all random and I have no idea what they are, so they're mystery ones. I bought 2 of them. I bought 2 packs. One was a 10-pack of basically shitty games, and this one I'm looking at tonight is a 5-pack of, I guess, decent games at least. But in the middle of going through the shitty games,
Royal sent a link.
In the middle of going through the shitty games, I came across a game. One of the games was this one right here. This was one of the games I got for free.
Since playing history, slave trade. Meet Tim. Tim is a slave from Africa who was brought to England to work for Captain
Happy
C.
Royal said, O_O.
Oh, what happened? Even Steve is like, "Are you really want to watch this again?"
Works for the greedy Mr. Blotherbloom, and they have a plan. Blotherbloom wants to go back to get new slaves. Tim tags along on the journey.
Stop walking around like a headless horse crab. You, Tim, are a moronic monkfish. Now, go out there in the rain and help stop
Tim
those
isn't
rains.
in the worst spot he could be for a slave at the time,
Do you remember nothing, you useless...
although the captain can be quite
I
demanding.
told you to get us a good price, and you don't even have an offer I can turn down. Now, go get me an offer. Pirates and punctures, what's going on here? It's like you're not even trying, you lazy little son of a jungle jingle. My trust in you is falling.
Happy Royal said,
But-
bro.
The stakes
Like, I think they really took. They were having fun. They were having fun, you know, using the pretense of being an educational game, to just belt out some unhinged racist slurs. They were having fun with that. Yeah, so I unlocked that one, but I didn't play it. And the same thing with this President for a Day corruption game. Those, they didn't sit well with me. They didn't sit well with me.
Happy Royal said, the boat TT_TT.
Yeah. So hopefully the ones that I'm unlocking tonight are a little better than that. Activation successful. Oh no, it's the same thing? Playing history? Isn't that what that? Yes, playing history. This is the Vikings one. Why? At least this one has very positive marks. But this doesn't even seem like it's...
Street Corner Becky said, premium.
This doesn't even seem like it's pretending to be, like, historical. Because, like, they're talking about getting Mjolnir and
Happy
shit.
Royal said, anyway, let me know how old you are based on the house you designed. TT_TT.
What is going on here? They put, like, way too much cinema behind this. Okay, so you could grab a sword.
Happy Royal said, I did it twice and I am apparently 22 and 24.
Did I open your link? I don't think I did. Hold on a second. Oh, BuzzFeed is still alive? I didn't know BuzzFeed was still around. Alright, put this back on for a second. Design a house. Choose an exterior. Okay, you have your creepy witch house in the woods. This nondescript shit that's gentrifying every city. Some fucking log cabin built into the side of a mountain and a fucking hut in the Maldives. I'm gonna choose that one, the Maldives. Hell yeah. Choose a bedroom. None of these strike me as a bed. I mean, that mattress is practically on the floor. Who wants a spiky ass cactus right next to their face? And this isn't even a bed. What is this? I guess I'll choose this one. Choose a bathtub. I can't fit in any bathtubs.
Happy Royal said the bedrooms all look the same to me, lol. Street Corner Becky said a masochist.
Sure, I'll take this one, I guess. Or maybe this one, I don't know. I guess this one's the most normal one. Choose a kitchen, okay. An island with the sink in it? That's not too shabby.
Gilf Connoisseur said new alarm clock snooze stop just dropped.
Snooze drop? Yo, what's up, Gilf Connoisseur? How you doing? Welcome back to the stream. What, new alarm clock snooze drop? Stop just dropped. I don't even know what that means.
Said ha 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 ah. Happy Royal said WB Gilf Connoisseur.
This isn't even the picture of a kitchen. This is just a damn door. I guess the first one. Choose an extra. A pool under your bed? What? A home movie theater. This view. An outdoor living area when guests come over. I never have guests over. Do I want a pool under my bed, though? This view, I mean, that's also like, what, I'm living in the woods? I guess it would be cool to be able to look out at the mountains. But how far is this from your nearest grocery store? I'm gonna go with the pool under the bed. Choose a pool. That's kind of scary. I don't understand that.
Happy Royal said XD.
Choose this. I'm 17. Like, this is the closest. Like, this shit sucks. This is like a Japanese onsen, basically. It's like a little. That's what it kind of looks like. And that looks neat and comfortable. Like, this other stuff, I don't want that shit. What makes me 17? Well, it's probably the pool under my bed.
Happy Royal said congratulations.
You're 22 to 24. You probably had more mature choices than I did. Although I don't even know what makes me. I guess maybe picking this. I guess picking this made me seem younger. And maybe the pool under my bed.
Happy Royal said no, I also picked the pool under the bed low.
Oh. Well, it's nice to know that I'm still young at heart. I don't want to play this game. Alright, so far, I don't have good hopes. I don't have a lot of hope.
Said, I mean, seems cool.
Let's try this second one.
Happy Royal said, I never even thought about a pool under the bed until this quiz.
Well, now you have to put a pool under your bed. Infraspace. What is infraspace? Is this a city builder? Yes, it is a city builder. Create an extra solar efficiency utopia from scratch. It's very positive. Hell, let's try it. Let's check it out. Oh, this is a 2 gig download. This is gonna take a while. I never even thought about a pool under the bed until his quiz. I mean, why would you? Why is it under the bed? It's not really a pool then, is it? It's like a bathtub. You just have a bathtub under the bed. Dionic software. When did this come out? 2023, not too long ago. Well, it looks like a competent bare bones city builder. Well, I guess while we're waiting for that to download, I could check out the next one.
Gilf Connoisseur said monsters under your bed. Yeah, they are just vibing in the pool.
Yeah, I'm sure the monsters under the bed would really appreciate that pool.
Street Corner Becky said it's a good sign if it takes more than 5 seconds to install.
This Steam account already owns this products associated with the... Okay, so it gave me something I already have. It won't tell me what it is, though. Hold on, let me see. Oh. Okay. I didn't even notice. You paste this into a... Oh, Symphony of War. I do already have that. Damn, they gave me Symphony of War? That game is fucking awesome. Alright, that's actually worth the... How much is Symphony of War even? Oops, Dymphony.
Street Corner Becky asks, so now you have an extra copy?
Oh shit, this is like a $20 ass game. Hell, that's definitely worth it. That makes it definitely worth it, because this game is fun as fuck. I love this game. Symphony of War is awesome. Wow. I guess I do have an extra copy. Oh, they gave me Fashion Police Squad too? I think I also already have that. I do. That's also a $20 game. They gave me $40 worth of games in these 2 games, and they're both good games. All right. Well, shit. Maybe this bundle actually. I mean, unfortunately, I already owned a couple of them, but maybe this bundle is actually worth the price. Shit, what's this last? Let me see what this last. I don't have the. It doesn't look like I have the last one, so I'll check that out later. But I guess I have.
Becky said the codes will still be good if you have friends interested.
Well, I mean, I guess I have 2 codes I could give away. If anyone in the chat is interested, I could do a raffle. I could raffle them off or use the wheel. I could use the wheel if you guys want to put your name in the hat. Here it is. Hold on a second. Let me mute. Alright, let's see what this is all about.
Pepe Royal said, I don't need anything but I support the wheel.
Man, after all the shit games they gave me last night, they gave me 2 good games that I already own. The fuck?
Street Corner Becky said Fashion Police seems interesting.
Controls how many products citizens needs.
Street Corner Becky said Symphony of War, JRPGs aren't really my thing.
Transport difficulty. Choose a landing spot. Desert Valley, randomly generated map, inactive volcano, or a mountainous region. Large areas of perfect flatness. With its limited resources and small building
Becky
space,
said that is something I would probably advertise on the Discord, when and if you do a giveaway for those codes.
This landing spot has an abundance of resources in the face of difficult terrain. Let's go there.
Technology is the pillar on which we have founded our civilization. In the year 2351, scientists created the first warp drive, kicking off a race for the stars.
Bold to presume humans will still be around in
As the
2351.
population expanded on Earth, the rise of exocolonies allowed humans to take life beyond natural boundaries. But technology, like humans, is fallible.
Street Corner Becky
The
asks, was the
passenger ship
premium
on
pack of
Mars
keys
was
under
carrying
$10?
thousands of colonists when a pressure valve overheated and failed, changing the destination of the warp jump. Light years from home, the damaged ship now sits stranded.
Oops.
The crew lacks the materials necessary to repair but a nearby
The
exoplanet is
premium pack was
Number
€6.17.
3.
Whatever that translates into
A
as
planet
US
with
dollars.
plenty of mineral deposits on the surface. In order to survive, they need to establish a settlement here and start mining for
Street
resources.
Corner Becky said
It
$8-ish.
was human ingenuity that got them this far. And to
That sounds
continue
right.
on this journey, they will have to rely on it once more. The mission will not be easy, but it's their only hope.
Street Corner Becky asks, and I think you still have one game left?
Yeah, I still have one more left to look at.
Street Corner Becky said that's a nice value. Damn.
Following a serious accident in space, the spaceship Antares is in a disastrous condition. It now orbits Nepper 3, an uninhabited planet. Your goal is to establish a colony and find the resources needed to repair the spaceship, helping passengers return home.
Sword Legend said hello there.
Yo, what's up, Sword Legend? Welcome to the stream. How you doing tonight? Yes, give me... Build a road next to sulfur. You can click here to construct roads and buildings, move them, and destroy them. Okay. Oh, that mouse over is pretty finicky. Oh no, it's just a small amount of sulfur there. There it is. So I gotta build a road next to this stuff.
Sword Legend said I have a game recommendation. You probably don't have it, but it's called Brick Rigs. Also, this AI voice is disturbing.
I like the AI voice. Probably because it is a little disturbing. But, Brick Rigs? That's not like Big Rigs, is it? Oh, okay, I see.
Street Corner Becky said I like the voice. It connects the unconnected.
Build your own vehicles or download one of the more than 200,000 creations already uploaded to the workshop and experience the dynamic driving and destruction physics of big rigs, or brick rigs, rather. Okay, well, this looks kind of fun. I mean, it's nearly $20, so that might have to wait for a bit, but I'll keep an eye on it. It looks like it could be pretty fun. Was that all I can make? A gravel road?
Sword Legend said Brick Rigs is a sandbox game and you can end anything, absolutely anything, and people have made a 757 in the Twin Towers.
Oh boy.
Street Corner Becky said similar to Gary's mod Pristine.
Wait, what's happening here? I don't know what they want me to do. It just said build a road, build a sulfur mine.
Street Corner Becky said, and it has controller support. Might add Brick Rigs to my wish list.
Okay, it's there, I guess. A sand mine? Concrete factory. So, I'm guessing that means 1 sand and 1 sulfur equals 5 concrete. Okay. Use roads to connect the mines with concrete factory. Well, road is colliding with something. Yeah, I put it. Oops. I put it where the fucking. Okay, how do I. Okay. Didn't like that. trying to figure out. Build a wind turbine. All right. Oh, here it is. Power. This is the best spot right here, but how do I actually place it? There we go. Use power poles to connect all the buildings to your wind turbine. Well, shit's happening. These guys are moving. The turbine is... the blades are spinning. Oh, look, there are little cars down there now. Where's this guy go? Oh, he's going down there. Okay. Hell yeah. Stuff's happening. I guess I probably need a... Will that be able to get down there? I guess it can. Build a small construction metal storage. Build a basic habitat. Public service. Where's my basic habitat? Oh, here, this is the first one. Build a atmosphere processor. So this just generates O2 and carbon. Does this need to be anywhere in particular?
Street Corner Becky said BTW this game is $25 on Steam.
Build a spaceport. Damn, that escalated quickly. Oh, these motherfuckers don't have power though. How much this takes 50 concrete? How much where are my resources at? How much concrete do I have? Oh, I've got a ton. I've got a ton. Okay. I'm gonna put you right here. Do I need to get rid of these rocks? Can I? Why couldn't I place the turbine right? I really want to put it right there. Is it not letting me because it wants me to build the spaceport? What's going on here? Oh, it's because it's overlapping. It's overlapping, I think that's why. If I put it down here...
Street Corner Becky said info space.
Yeah, info space.
Said, oh, okay. Arachnid Soul said thanks. Happy Royal said I saw something about some game recently and I have followed so many new people on Bski over the past week or so that I couldn't remember who posted it. Happy Royal said, and now I'm like, oh, it was probably Nate Minglowell.
Bisky. It wants me to build a spaceport.
Arachnid Soul said, I can see this being $25. That's a good price.
It's not bad. I mean, so far it's not bad. It has a, I mean, depends on how much you like city
Arachnid
builders.
Soul said, kinda city skylines-ish.
Yeah, it's got a good feel. It's got a good sound. It's got a good look, even if it doesn't look super advanced. I guess it just depends on how in-depth you can go. They want me to reach a population of 22 people, so I guess I gotta get to building.
Said, I actually apparently have a friend on Steam who already had this.
Oh, interesting. Let me, now that I have some more roadways, put a basic habitat right here. Right here.
Street Corner Becky said, very positive reviews too, and only came out in 2023.
Yeah, this is a so far, with the exception of maybe that Viking
Street
game.
Corner Becky said, well, early access from 2021.
So far, with the exception of maybe that Viking game, this particular pack actually had some pretty good deals in there. I'm one person down. I need a population of 22 people. Oh, a ship landed on my spaceport. What's going on out here? I built a road all the way out here. What's out here? Oh, there's some more sulfur mines.
Arachnid Soul said, I'm adding this to my wish list.
Nightmare
Happy
Cart.
Royal said, I finally found it, lol.
What is Nightmare Cart? Oh, wait, hold on a second. The fuck?
Street Corner Becky said, when I get paid, I'm gonna buy you the 5 Steam Elite pack on G2A. It's only $3, but I think that'd be fun. And the guinea pig yuan tongue.
The what? Oh, the G2A. You were telling me about that yesterday. Could build a big old road all the way out here. Oh, I got my numbers. Build a research lab. Maybe I'll build it over here. Is this not sulfur? I thought this was sulfur. Alright, well, you know what? Until I can verify what that is over there. Yeah, because this has a thing that pops up and says it's sulfur. But this doesn't seem to have that pop-up.
Happy Royal sent a link.
Alright, well then, you know what? I don't want to strand anybody where the resources aren't going to be at, so... I'll build a research lab over here. Science Pack Factory? The fuck does this do? Crude oil extractor. Dark spiked ground.
Street Corner Becky said apparently Teresa VIP pack and triple A pack on G2 as well, both under $10.
Iron ore. Wait, what did it say? Dark spiked ground which conceals an oil deposit. Dark spiked ground. I mean, I have iron ore over here, but chemicals.
Street Corner Becky said 5 triple A games for $10 sounds a bit too good to be true.
Iron ore. 5 AAA games. Is that what G2A is offering?
Happy Royal asks where are these? Street Corner Becky said yeah.
Oh, here it is. Oh, it's all the way out here. Well, it's a good thing I built a fucking road out here then.
Street Corner Becky sent a link.
Let me finish my road.
Street Corner Becky said I've bought many games years ago from G2A, never had an issue with their keys.
Oh, what? Press this button to open the tech tree. Okay, well what the fuck do I do here?
Arachnid Soul said research technology somehow most likely.
Oh, okay, I see. I click on farming and it lights up these two things. Wait, I don't know, like, what is, do I have some it doesn't show anywhere in the UI that I have, like, some amount of points to spend or anything. I click on farming and it lights up these two. I could either produce electronics, copper mine, electronics factory, home appliances factory, and plastic factory, or steel, which gives me a steel meal, which leads to solar panels and improved wind turbine.
Arachnid Soul said you might have to do some farming to unlock the other stuff.
Yeah, I think I might have to. I think that's what that might be. I see. This is just showing me. Alright, fair enough.
Arachnid Soul said if you can farm. I don't know anything about this game.
I don't know what the fuck is going on. Why is everything clickable?
Arachnid Soul said but it feels like it has bits of other good games I've played.
Okay. I've got my crude oil coming. Drill, baby, drill. We're gonna drill. We're gonna open up more drilling. It's gonna be great. Alright, there's a car on the way. Alright, we got our crude oil. I mean, that's a long-ass drive, guys. That's a long-ass haul. I hope you got your fucking snacks. Oh, they're gonna collide. Is there a stop sign? Oh, he just blew right through it.
Happy Royal said Nightmare Card is free, so maybe I will play it on the Steam Deck. I need to finish Faith though. TT_TT.
Oh, damn. You know what? I like this game. It's pretty cool. It's pretty chill.
Street Corner Becky said yeah, this is nice.
Research farming. Oh, this needs oil. Don't worry, it's coming. It's gotta get there eventually. Where can I build? Okay, let me build high-speed rail. Train station, medium train station, large train station. Hell yeah, we're gonna build some trains. If we can't have them in real life, then at least I'll build some trains in this game. I guess I gotta wait for this crude oil to get to its destination. There was no other... I guess there wasn't any other oil closer. They're really taking their time, guys. Come on. There are no speed limits on these roads, man. Alright, granted, you do have a very volatile chemical you're transporting, so you probably should play it safe. It's almost there. Hey, they turned right off. There you go. All right, and that oil sign disappeared. So can I research? How do I do research? Current research is farming. Oh, is that what that is? So I could choose. So when I highlight something, I guess I'm choosing what I'm researching. I got you. The fuck? What is this little symbol? Oh, okay, there it is. They're doing the research. 1 out of 10. They're doing the research. And then this guy, he just goes right across the street. He goes right across the street to deliver the goods. Okay. I see what's happening here. How can I look at this mess? Look at this mess of a layout. How am I going to build a competent city when I just literally... Wait, what? Why does this have a... Oh, I never... Okay, well then we build... There we go. Now we got both. Both of them are jamming. Honestly, I should have built the research facility out over here then, shouldn't I? That would have made the most sense. How big is this map? What's going on over here? Oops, no. Iridium. Uranium. Methane. Alright, so I just gotta... Eventually I will need those. I'll just have to build roadways over to them. Let's see what happens when we get to research completed. We have unlocked farming and can now build simple farm. Hell yeah. Alright, we're gonna research. How much shit can I research at a time? I guess only one at a time, huh? Okay, cool. You know what? I like this game. I'm gonna check out, oops. I'm gonna check out that other game, though. This was a good one. This was a good one. You know what? Like, if I had... I'll tell you this much. If I had never heard of Symphony of War, and I just discovered it in this whole pack, my head would have exploded, and I would have spent the rest of the night just playing that. So, this was a good pack. Just unfortunate that it wasn't the most cost efficient. But, yeah, I'll probably post in the Discord about giving away those keys. Alright, what is this? Oh, this is the the AAA random keys. Where was that link you sent me, Royal, for... Oh, here it is. Oh, this is like PlayStation quality. This is like, when they did the PSX demake of Bloodborne, only as like a kart racer.
Look at you.
You must be the new participant. You must be confused, but try not to think too hard about all this.
I guess PlayStation games really did look this whack back then, huh? I remember at the time seeing graphics like that and being like, oh man, that's awesome. Man, games are looking really good now.
Street Corner Becky said I like the look.
It's free? I'll add it to the library. I'll play that at some
Street
point.
Corner Becky said, but I play retro 90s games a lot.
Alright, it's on my library. I'll play it at some point. I'll add this to my wish list. Brick rigs. Alright, let's look at this last code. Heavy burden. Casual, is that Elon Musk? Casual adventure strategy logic platformer. Oh, this is also going to take a little while to install.
Street Corner Becky said, oh geez.
I don't know if it actually is. It does kind of somewhat look like them.
Street Corner Becky asks, playing as a box?
I feel like it might be kind of a Portal sort of situation. But we'll see. We'll see once it installs. Yeah, I guess this pack was better than yesterday's. Where's that link at again? AAA random 5 keys. List of games you can get. Helldivers 2, Starfield, I have both of those. Mortal Kombat 1, Iron Core 6, Fires of Rubicon, Payday 3, Dying Light 2, City Skyline, I have that. Risk of Rain 2, Payday 2, Killing Floor 2, Mortal Kombat 11, Among Us, Company of Heroes 2, Mount and Blade, which one? I've got the second one. Rising Storm 2, Sniper, Ghost Warrior 2, Blood Bowl 2, Bomber Crew, The Red Solstice, Lego, The Hobbit, Dirt Showdown, Walking Dead Season 2, XCOM 2, Punch Club, Lighthouse Keeper, Drift 21, Goat Simulator. Goat Simulator is a AAA game. Star Wars Jedi Knights, Jedi Academy. WWE 2K Battleground, Deathloop, I have that one. Farm Racing, Mortal Kombat X, Guilty Gear X2 Reload, No Man's Sky, have that one. Tales of Arise, Oaken, Metro Exodus, Terraformers, Humankind, Bioshock Infinite, Mass Effect 2, Elder Scrolls 5 Skyrim, have that one. Batman Arkham Knight, and The Last of Us. Not too shabby a list. You're getting, but that's not like a super massive list of games, so you get 5 of those for $10. You might end up with some pretty easily end up with some repeats if you buy more than one. Heavy Burden. Let's see what Heavy Burden's all about.
Street Corner Becky said the VIP pack guarantees 2 keys of games valued at least $40 or more.
English. I wonder how they do that.
Street Corner Becky said out of 5.
Like, how are they getting... that doesn't... what kind of deal are they getting to get these keys? Are they just stealing them from someplace? New game.
Street Corner Becky said they are older unsold keys.
Let's see how heavy this burden is. Wear headphones for a better experience.
Street Corner Becky said that companies want to get rid of.
Scene 1, the birth. Damn, we're starting at the very beginning.
_kite_ said Ratman spawns in.
Yo, what's up, Len? Welcome back to the stream. How are you? Hold on a second. 1 second. And the Son of God was born, oh boy, and God gave him his mind as he also gave him his eyes. Is this a biblical game? And God said unto him, If you, my son, will let good faith into your soul, and say unto this stone, Move from here to there, and it will move. Nothing will be impossible for you. Just tell this. Oh, how did I do that?
Underscore kite underscore said finished a few hunts on Monheim Wild multiplayer. Stupid addictive.
Nice. How'd it go for you? Oh, I tell things to move by clicking on them. Where do these stairs lead to? Well, only one way to find out. Okay. I'm scared, but I have to jump. Scene 2. Okay. The Paradise. What was the description of this game again? How does Sisyphus feel as he climbs to the top of a mountain? Tired from the weight of the stone, the scorching sun,
Underscore
and steep
kite
climbs,
underscore said haven't found the new release
he nevertheless
monster,
continues
but
his way
finally
up.
beat the electric dragon this round from the previous playtest.
Am I supposed to be Sisyphus? Well, that looks fancy. Is that where I just jumped off of? Man, look at what they got going on up here. This does seem pretty Olympic. Noisy market. But no one is there. Are these centaurs? Did God create me? Who is this God? What a beautiful garden. What was I created for? To live here? And God said, "Celebrate in my kingdom, Son of God, but do not touch this stone, for you will know good and evil, and your mind will be split into many shards, and you will be cursed by the doubts of the tireless." Oh boy, that sounds like a very familiar curse. Why make the stone then? I'm not allowed to take it, but... Oh, is this original sin? Should I touch it? Or should I go explore the rest of that garden? What should I do? This feels like it's goading me into committing the original sin. Only, I guess, the mythological Greek version of the original sin. Well, I guess the game won't advance if I don't do the thing, so I guess maybe I should touch it.
Street corner Becky said visually this is nice.
Contrary to the warning...
Street corner Becky said reminds me of Mist.
Oh no, what have I done? I took the stone. It told me not to take the stone, and I took the stone. The Holy Mission. What's going to happen to me now? You're fucked, bruh. You should have left that stone alone. What a shitty way to do an original sin, too. A stone? At least the apple was like a delicious fruit that offered you knowledge. What was the stone? You didn't need to pick that thing up. I don't even know what just happened, honestly. Yeah, I came this way, didn't I? Did like... I guess I must have stepped on something and it collapsed? Is that what happened? Did I end up going the wrong way then? Okay. Oh, this way. This game is very bright, I'll tell you that much. It's kind of like starting to strain my eyes a little bit. Our Almighty God has given us a holy mission that we might atone for our sins, and God said, whoever carries this stone through all my trials will know the great truth, and his spirit will find peace. Carry the stone. Well, I can't really see what I'm doing with this thing, but okay. What the fuck is going on here? Okay. I guess I just had a little panic attack. Do I have like is there like an endurance thing? Is that what's going on? I can only carry it for so long before I start to fucking freak out. Alright, I'm pushing myself to the limit here. Alright, I guess I don't put this on the altar. Oh, I just... Sacrifice to the Lord the stone of your soul, for great is his glory and nothing can be higher than him. I gotta hand it to the people that made this. They are doing a lot with very little. They're doing a lot with very little in the term in ways of like assets, scripting, like I mean, this is a very creative way to tell a narrative, have some kind of interactive elements, but like not, you know, break your back trying to develop something hyper complex and costly. What happens if I drop the stone? Well, you probably shouldn't do that.
Move.
Pick it up. Pick it up from the top so I can see a little bit more of where I'm going. Am I going this way? I have a feeling that the stairs are a trap, but I'm gonna walk up the stairs anyways. I need to read God's praise to light the fire. I'm guessing it's on the other side of all these little crags. Do I have to carry the stone with me? Can I just leave it here? Oh, I don't think I can make that jump. What the fuck is going on here? Okay, that's kind of a weird wall. Could there be something behind this wall? That's what I'm thinking.
Street Corner Becky said, I am actually impressed that Civ 7 has cross-play.
In my opinion, that shouldn't be an impressive thing. I think most games should have crossplay nowadays. I mean, it's cool that it does for certain, but more than anything, it's dumb that other games don't have it.
The networks that cause the issues. Sony is very wary about security breaches. Street Corner Becky said Xbox too.
They get breached all the time anyways. Though we speak much, we cannot reach the end, and the sum of our words is, He is the all.
Street Corner Becky said, I'm sure it's harder than it seems. Gilf Connoisseur said it's a walled garden effect.
The garden hasn't had any walls for a long time, honestly.
Gilf Connoisseur said they think they are better than the other security.
Yeah, they aren't. Everybody is equally
Becky said
vulnerable.
it usually hurts PC players the most.
Scene 5, the feeling of absurdity. Oh, those things are moving. The fuck happened? Wait, what was that? I almost dropped this thing off the cliff. I can't really see where I'm going. There we go. This thing is triggering my fear of heights right now. I can get from the other one to there. Well, maybe I can. Yeah, well, you know what? The stone was saved. The stone made it. I didn't. I wonder if that's going to prevent me from getting there. Shouldn't. Okay, there we go. Where can I go from here? Can I go anywhere from here? The fuck is that? There's like a Super Mario style cannon down there. Maybe I don't want to go over here. Alright, can I make this jump? Got it. Now. Okay, I should be able to, What? How'd I miss? How the fuck did I miss? The fuck? Can I really not get back up here now? Well, what am I supposed to do, huh? Oh, there's some stairs over there. I need to get to the altar. When we behold the heavens and contemplate the celestial bodies as the existence of some supreme divine intelligence by which all these things are governed, what? Oh, there's a guy staring at me from down there. Oh, that was the end of that one. Scene 6, the method. How many scenes are there in this thing? Vince, are people... The path on the right seems easier. Yeah, of course, because it's a trap. The easy path is always a trap. Do people seem like they're, liking Civ 7? Did the... Oh. Did the reviews on Steam change for it?
Street Corner Becky said he'll check the newest reviews.
It happens that the stage sets collapse. Rising, streetcar...
Arachnid Soul said Civ. Arachnid Soul said maybe they patched something.
Rising, streetcar, 4 hours in the office or the factory. Meal, streetcar, 4 hours of work.
Arachnid
meal,
Soul said
sleep.
people hate the massive console UI, Civ.
And Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, according to them, according to the same rhythm. This path is easily followed.
Street Corner Becky said Caster Labs has an issue with the Ensign Arachnid.
Yeah, I noticed that too. This path is easily followed most of the time, but one day the Y arises.
Street Corner Becky said it completely stops.
And everything begins in that weariness tinged with amazement. Begins. This is important. Weariness comes at the end of the acts of a mechanical life, but at the same time it inaugurates the impulse of consciousness. So what, this guy was dragged down by the monotony of his 9 to 5? At least he got to take a streetcar to and from work. He woke up, he rode a streetcar, worked for a couple hours, went and ate lunch, got back on the streetcar, worked for a few more hours, went and ate dinner. Alright, well, you know what? It is monotonous. But after 40, or maybe not 40, 20 some odd years of it, you miss the monotony. I can understand why it's so hard for some people to, like, retire or enjoy retirement.
Street Corner Becky said most recently positive review goes I may not represent the hardcore Civ Legacy player, but I've been a fan of the series for 20 plus years. The game is great so far. Civ has never looked visually or artistically better than this, IMO.
Civ has never looked better, huh? So then all the angst is just the UI. Just the console-centric
Street Corner
UI.
Becky said that's probably gonna represent me as well. I've played since 3 but never been one to make it my main game. Street Corner Becky asks, yeah, most of the negativity seems centered around the UI. Have you noticed that too, Arachnid Soul?
Why am I tripping? I'm like tripping when I'm trying to jump. What's going on here? I can't see.
Arachnid Soul said, I haven't played the game, but I've seen footage of it and the UI looks pretty bad.
Oh, why am I carrying this stone? Because you touched it. You touched it when the gods told you not to.
Arachnid Soul said Crusader Kings 3 does UI so well for a PC game of that type. Arachnid Soul said they might want to go with something closer to that.
I can't help but wonder if they made that decision based on, like, the console versus PC splits of Civ 6. If I were a tree among trees, a cat among
Street
animals...
Corner Becky said Civ devs have replied to people on Steam saying they are looking into UI complaints.
Or rather, this problem would not arise, for I should belong to this world. I should be this world to which I am now opposed by my whole consciousness and my whole insistence upon familiarity. This ridiculous reason is what sets me in opposition to all creation. I cannot cross it without a stroke of the pen. What I believe to be true, I must therefore preserve. What seems to be so obvious even against me, I must support. Alright, dude, stop. You know, put the bong down, bro. Put the bong and the Nietzsche books down. Oh, this dude's fucking... Oh my god. You really shouldn't have touched this stone.
Street Corner Becky asks English, my hi friend, do you speak it?
This is gonna give me the vertigo tinge again.
Happy Royal just subscribed with Twitch Prime for 24 months. They have
Hey!
been subscribed for 4 months.
Oh! Damn it! Thank you for the resub, Royal. I appreciate that. Can I make this jump? Bold. Bold. Got it. Alright. Let us insist again on the method. It is a matter of persisting. At a certain point on his path, the absurd man is tempted. History is not lacking in either religions or prophets, even without gods. He is asked to leap. All he can reply is that he doesn't fully understand, that it is not obvious. Indeed, he does not want to do anything but what he fully understands. That sounds accurate. Whoa. Put the stone on that fire. Scene 7, the present. Is that present as in time or present as in gift? Okay, keep going forward. I guess this one. Where am I even heading? I guess this one. Too much running and jumping with my view obstructed. Don't fall, my stone. I think I can understand why this game is called Heavy Burden.
Arachnid Soul said yeah, that box takes up a lot of the screen.
It really does. It's pretty annoying. Where am I going now? I guess that over there, there. Okay, it's pretty straightforward.
Happy Royal said I took a nap earlier, but I might try to go to bed in maybe a half hour.
I am a little surprised that you're up right now, Royal, but I guess a nap would explain that.
Arachnid Soul said you almost wish you could put the box down and just enjoy the relaxing vibes and platforming.
Well, the platforming wouldn't... Oh shit, almost overjumped it. The platforming is only made interesting by the fact that I have to carry this damn stone around, honestly. Otherwise, I probably would have turned this game off a long time ago. Alright.
Happy Royal said I didn't sleep too great Thursday night and I woke up early today, so I was dragging ass all day and took a nap from about 5 to 7 p.m.
That sucks. I hate when that happens.
Street Corner Becky said this one is a bit of a nothing burger.
Don't you dare fall, Rock. I wouldn't call it a nothing burger. It's just, it's got a vibe, it's telling a story. It's very minimalist as far as like game design goes. But I can see some people enjoying this. Like if they just want like a super art house philosophical game, then I can see those types of people liking this game. I mean, honestly, it's probably a bit of a stretch to even call it a game. Like, there's not a great deal of game.
Becky said it's mist light.
But the Lord hath made all things, and to the godly he hath given wisdom. I mean, I think it's closer to something like Stanley Parable or Portal or something.
Happy Royal said, congratulations, you rolled rock. Street Corner Becky said never played though. Street Corner Becky said those.
Scene 8 Sisyphus. Oh boy. I don't know. I don't know if I'll... I don't think I'm going to follow through with Scene 8 Sisyphus. Does this game have a save feature by any chance? I don't know how many scenes there are. And honestly, for me, let me guess, if I go that way, it's going to crumble. I got to take the hardest path. Oh, it got me. I thought I ran past it. Buddy, you gotta be faster, man. Wait, what? What's happening?
Happy Royal said, speaking of barely a game, I ran out of quests in my little window.
What? I have to start all over? Oh, fuck you, man.
Cedrock died.
Fuck you. I'm not starting all the way fucking over. Get out of here.
Street Corner Becky said nope.
Do you want to exit? Will you give me a timer like I'm going to think about it? Yeah, exit. I'm out. I'm out. I'm out. I'm out.
Arachnid Soul said try to beat your time, LOL.
Get out of here, heavy burden. Oh boy, Well Rock Games. Okay, so you definitely want to know what you're getting into going into this in advance. At its core, it's a 3D platformer.
And truly, that was the story of Sisyphus. You gotta roll the rock again.
Yeah, it was. That is Sisyphus. It's a 3D platformer with optional semi-permadeath. You can resume where you died if you fall off, but if your block falls, then you restart the whole thing. Optionally, though, you could turn this off and just restart the level if your block falls rather than the whole game. Oh, I should have turned that the fuck off. There was only one time where I felt my death was cheap, but it was on the last level. Basically, it was a new mechanic. Okay, whatever. This really is the perfect Sisyphus simulator. I've been so desperate to find... What? Why were you desperate to find a Sisyphus simulator? Oh man, some people out there. Okay, hear me out on this one. The very short of it is that I would recommend this game. However, there are caveats to it. The objective is to carry a brick to the end of the game. Sounds easy. However, if the brick was to fall or be crushed out of the map on default settings, then you will restart close to the beginning of the game. This is similar to games such as Getting Over It and Only Up. Oh, okay.
Street Corner Becky sent a link.
Not recommended. It's hard to say anything about this game. It's a walking sim where you carry a stone with yourself as an analog to Sisyphus in the game, and in the game it also symbolizes your guilt, I think. Through the game you can push for two endings. Religious, a much easier route, and you listen to the Bible religious excerpts as you light the fire at the end of the level to burn your rock. Or the philosophical, where you use your stone, is it a guilt here too, or just a tool, to smash entries into caves and read short notes about the absurd man. Some more at the... Wait, what? The human front? What is this? That stems from absurdism. The human front, your source for real-life philosophy. Existentialism. Oh boy. That stems from absurdism and apparently is based on the theory that the universe is irrational and meaningless. It states that trying to find meaning leads people into conflict with a seemingly meaningless world. So, gameplay-wise, two different narratives exist. But the game itself is just horrible as a game. The screen is incredibly bright, that's true. The lights are just bleeding out of the picture, and there's a shockingly strong chromatic aberration at the edges. There's constant slight head bob that gets worse if you carry the stone for too much at a time. Maybe the lights were better before 2023 November update. It doesn't look as mild as in the store video and screenshots. As gameplay goes, it's a questionable mix of walking sim and a light precision platformer, which is a really weird choice, as you constantly have to carry the stone in front of you, blocking quite a bit of the platforms you have to land on. And of course the game is wonderfully meta, as if you let the rock drop down from the platforms or as moving elements crushes it, you have to restart the whole game. You could turn off this feature, but the game only tells you about this after it already happened. And it's irreversible. It was a joy to find that out on the last level. As a further note, the game got released September 2003, costing €5. Note that number. They raised the price to €10 in December, unsure if related. It was featured on Yogscast Jingle Jam 2023 charity bundle. What the fuck do any of those words mean? Then, after spending most of the year at a 90% discount, they jacked up the price to a shocking €30 at the end of September. You could find different numbers mentioned as the price in different reviews. This is the reason. The developers raised the price six-fold, likely to make the 90 to 95% discount more appealing, as it's only €149, right?
Street Corner Becky Cast is a YouTube channel.
Oh, okay. It's just not worth it. The philosophy may be interesting, but not bite-sized pieces, while I try platforming with the rock blocking a good part of my screen, while the floor makes my eyes water. But as I'm sick and this seemed to be a relatively low effort game to play at a slower speed, so I got one ending, forgot the game open while I had a nap, and then got a second ending. It's really not worth your time. It's not good, fun, or challenging as a game, and I bet you could find a better 20 to 30 minute long video on absurdity on YouTube for free. Well, okay, this guy really didn't like it. Oh Jesus, there's a bunch. The recently ones are all, damn, a scam filled with incoherent religion-themed philosophy. Has basically no actual gameplay, and you see the graphics, it's an asset flip. Good thing I got it as part of a bundle, you know, with actual games in it. Do not consider buying. No, just no. Too much God for my too much God for my liking. Okay, Thorbjorn. Positive. Makes you think about your life. Graphy? Negative. After 30 minutes of playing, my eyes and head hurt. It's hard because you can't see anything because of the rock. Very badly optimized. You're just carrying a rock and reading text from the Bible. What a waste of time. Well, there you go. There you go. The positives and the negatives. A lot of people liked it. A few people really didn't. Personally, I'm not going to talk anybody out of trying it. How much are they selling this thing for now? 94% off the bundle, off of this bundle. Well, this has a bunch of other shit that $15.
Street Corner Becky said, I hadn't forgotten about Yogcast. They have 7 million subs on YouTube, and then their podcast stuff. I think it's mostly game related.
I would not recommend.
Street Corner Becky said, had forgotten I meant.
I wouldn't recommend this for $15. I would not recommend it for $50. I would say $3. If it was on sale for $3, pick it up. Give it a shot. Maybe you'll enjoy it, but not for $15.
Happy Royal said, $15. Little man, put that shit in my hand. If that money doesn't show, then you owe me. Owe me. Oh.
What? I don't know what that is, Royal, but that made me chuckle.
Becky said, okay, J-Lo.
Oh,
Street
man.
Corner Becky said, that's Jay from Jay and Silent Bob.
Oh, okay, that explains why it didn't strike any familiarity with me. I'm not a big Jay and Silent Bob fan. Alright. I guess that's going to be it for me tonight. Thank you, everybody, for joining me. I appreciate it, as always.
Happy Royal said, night, friends.
I'll be back tomorrow, King of the Castle Saturday, as usual, so I hope to see you guys all there again. Have a good rest of your evening. Catch y'all tomorrow. Later.
Street Corner Becky said, night all. Arachnid Soul said later.